Happy Friday, everybody. It's hashtag FAQ Friday live from the Lake District. And this week's frequently asked questions come from a number of organisations who have actually been reassessing some of the strategies, some of the plans that they are doing within the business, and actually looking at risk assessment. And not risk assessment as in health and safety, risk assessment in their business. And doing a risk analysis in the event of something going wrong, if a key person in the organisation gets unwell, or as like IHG had a cyber attack, what would happen. So actually coming up with all areas to protect their business. So what can you do? Well, you've got to create a plan. You've got to certainly assess all the risk in your business, write it all down, put it in priority order, and write a strategy of what you want to cover, why, what difference will it make if something happens in your business, like the key person who's bringing in all the money suddenly falls over. But protect yourselves, protect your business. Trademark is a big thing. A lot of people don't realise that if you trademark your business, you will come up quite high in the Google search. In fact, you should be number one if somebody actually puts your direct search engine, your name of your business, like AJ Lakes in the business. If you trademarked it, you should come up as number one above anything else, because that's what trademark is. Legally, Google is supposed to do that, or search engine, any other search engine should do that. Get a legal representative as well. That's really important. Really know who you can call on in the event that you need any legal representation. And protect your files. Make sure that you've got protection of your files in your business, and protect yourselves. GDPR, ICO register, but actually have systems in place in the event that somebody falls over of any description or gets sick, and that person is the only one with certain passwords. Make sure that you're covered, that you've got a system in place where you're protected, your passwords are protected, and that you're able to carry on the business without that person. Keep accurate and organised records. Back up your files. That hit me a few months ago. I back up my files normally, and I was so busy that I actually forgot to back up some very important files. So I've had to recreate some important files because my computer hard drive was fried, and it actually caused a real issue for myself. But that was a great learning point, because it's really important that you should back up your files and make sure that it's on a cloud of some description, but also a backup separate to that as well, because you never know. Make sure that you are paying off debts, that you're not leaving yourself open to going under, especially if the HMRC, you've got to pay the HMRC off and you've got some big debts. Tighten up your credit controls and follow a tight budget. That's really important. The more you plan, I have a saying that I say to everybody: you fail to plan, you plan to fail, and that's really important. But set goals and a timeline of when you're going to achieve all this. But the big thing is insurance. God forbid anything happened to anybody in your organisation, but think of the worst case scenario and how you're protecting yourself. This week's Showcase Sunday, I'm actually going to interview Naomi from Saltire Financial Solutions. She is going to talk about insurance and what insurances you need, and hopefully she'll give you some top tips to how to deal with insuring, and how to actually look at what is relevant in your business and how to assess. But protect yourselves against cyber attack, and obviously safeguard passwords, but safeguard it in a way that you have a couple of people actually knowing how to get into, at least 2 or 3 people knowing how to get into your systems in your organisation, but have backup support. So I hope that's helped. I'm looking forward to interviewing Naomi this week for the Showcase Sunday, because it's something that we all forget. And it's really important that we have key person insurance, but making sure that what happens if you're a business owner, what happens if you're not in the organisation. I teach a lot of business owners to actually have a very clear exit strategy. Whether you're thinking about exiting your business in a year's time or not exiting your business, you should always have an exit strategy and know exactly what will happen if you're not there, and have systems in place where somebody can actually help and support your business to continue, or who the royalties go to in the event that you're not going to be there anymore. So it's not a great thing to think about, but it's really important, especially if you're the person who is responsible for a number of people in your organisation, and have a look at how you can protect your teams as well. So hopefully Naomi will go through all that on Sunday for the Showcase Sunday. So I hope that's helped. As always, we're here to help and support you at Alison at ajlakes.com.